Bihamdillahi wa sanaihi wa salatu wa salamu ala sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa hal ataka naba'ul khasm istasawwarul mihrab izdakhalu ala Dawuda fafazi'a minhum قالوا لا تخف خصمان بغى بعضنا على بعض فاحكم بيننا بالحق ولا تشطط واهدنا إلى سواء الصراط إن هذا أخي له 99 نعجة ولي نعجة واحدة فقال اكفلنيها وعزني في الخطاب قال لقد ظلمك بسؤال نعجتك إلى نعاجه وإن كثيرا من الخلطاء ليبغي بعضهم على بعض إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وقليل ما هم وظن داود أنما فتناه فاستغفر ربه وخر راكعا وأناب صدق الله العظيم. Dear respectable brothers, elders, sisters, Alhamdulillah, this is a good start from British Board of Imams and Scholars to transmit the message of the Qur'an in the month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, every scholar did his best, her best to transmit the message of Qur'an. Alhamdulillah. Today I recited verse number 21 to 24 from Surah Sad, and Surah Sad is 38th Surah of the Holy Quran. Verse number 24 is ayah of Sajda. So when we finish the lesson, obviously I recited the verse, and when the listeners will do sajda as well, I will perform sajda tilawat as well. I would not go the historical or background of these verses as mentioned in the in Israeli Rawayat. I would take just translation and pick few points. Those are related to our society. Hazrat Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salatu wassalam, he was the Prophet of Allah Rabbul Alameen, and that chosen as the most respected prophet among prophets. Allah Rabbul Alameen mentioned the narration of Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam in Surah Sad. Allah Rabbul Alameen mentioned وَهَلْ أَتَاكَ نَبَأُ الْخَصْمِ. Allah Rabbul Alameen is addressing to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, has the report of the parties. Naba'ul khasm. Khasm means dispute. So has the report of parties to a dispute reached you? Is the Sawarul Mihrab. They climbed over the wall of the private chambers. Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam had a chamber of worship which is known as a mihrab. The word mihrab comes from harb. Harb means battle. Harb means war. So basically mihrab is the place where a worshipper fight with shaitan, fight with nafs. That's why it is known as a mihrab. So this word mihrab is also used as a metaphor for the masjid as well. So Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, he used to perform worship in his mihrab. So what happened suddenly, two people, they climbed over the walls of the mihrab of Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam. And what happened is dakhalu ala Dawood fafazi'a minhum. And they came to Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, and Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam was frightened to see them. فَفَزِيَ مِنْهُمْ قَالُوا لَا تَخَافْ. And they said, don't be afraid. خَصْبَانِ بَغَى بَعْضُنَا عَلَى بَعْضٍ. We have a dispute. and one party has wronged with the other. So bagha, when a person break any boundary, any limit, this is called bagha. So Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam was in his mihrab, and two people came and they said that, okay, they have a dispute, and bagha ba'duna ala ba'din. So what happened? One person has done wrong with the other. So what they said, فَحْكُمْ بَيْنَنَا بِالْحَقِّ, and they requested to Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, or Dawood, judge between us without deviating and guide us toward the right, towards a fair solution. فَحْكُمْ بَيْنَنَا بِالْحَقِّ وَلَا تُشْتِتْ وَهْدِنَا إِلَى سَوَاءِ الصِّرَاطِ, guide us toward the right destination, right path. And then, what is the dispute? Inna haza akhi. This is my brother. Lahu 99 na'ja. He had 99 sheep. Waliya na'jatun wahida. And I have one sheep. فقال أكفلنيها. And he demands, قال أكفلنيها, he demands to give him this one as well. وعزني في الخطاب. And وعزني في الخطاب. And he is dominant over me in discussion, in conversation. So very interesting thing is here mentioned in text of Quran. So one person has 99 sheep, and the other brother has one. And the person who had 99, he is claiming for one as well to complete 100. So, but Quran mentioned a very beautiful explanation here. وَعَزَّنِي فِي الْخِطَابِ. The person who had 99 sheep, he is better in conversation. He has the better power of expression. So, وَعَزَّنِي فِي الْخِطَابِ, and he is dominant on me. So then Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam replied, قال لقد ظلمك بسؤال نعجتك إلى نعاجي. Subhanallah. Quran said that, Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam said that he is wrong. لقد ظلمك بسؤال نعجتك إلى نعاجي. He is wrong for asking for you the sheep you have. No, the next, وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْخُلَطَاءِ لَيَبْغِي بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ. And mostly the people who adopt the makhlut system, they are partners, they are sharers, they have joint system. لَيَبْغِي بَعْضُهُمْ إِلَى بَعْضٍ. What they do wrong with each other. But إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. But those people who believe and who do good deeds, they don't do. So here, this is basically main objective of these verses, is to highlight this point. When we are working as a partners in business, when we are living in a joint system, when we are living in a makhlut life with ikhtilat, Quran says that وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْخُلَطَاءِ لَيَبْغِي بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ. So what happens? Majority of the people, when they are partners, when they are in joint system, what they do wrong thing with others. So this is the majority of the people. Now we see our society, especially the society of our own society. When we live, for example, in one house, there are 5 brothers, and the elder brother, obviously, he's more responsible in our society. He does a lot. Or maybe any other brother, not only elder, one brother does a lot, but others are less. So what happened? Sometimes the person who does a lot of effort for the prosperity of the family, prosperity of the society, he is misused. So what is the reason? Basically, the reason is that this is the lack of iman and lack of good practice. So in this verse, subhanallah, clearly mentioned that وَإِنَّ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْخُلَطَاءِ لَا يَبْغِي بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Then Quran mentioned another point here, وَقَلِيلٌ مَّا هُمْ. And except the believers who are righteous, but they are few. So only few people who have the joint system of life, who have the few brothers who have the joint system of life, partners, shareholders in the business, very few people, they are just. They look after other partners, other shareholders, other members. Very few people they are. And why they are few? They are believers and they do good practice. They do amal salihah. So my dear brothers, this is a message for us today from the text of Quran. If we are living in a joint system, if we are working in a joint business, if we are working in a joint society, we must be just. We must have the just for the others, because this is the sign of the believers and this is the sign of pious people. And one thing is very important. When Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam gave decision, he started, Quran says that لَقَدْ ظَلَمَكَ. Adl, just, its fairness, its opposite word is zulm. And zulm is the worst word in Islamic terminology, because inna Allah la yuhibbu zalimin. Allah does not love the zalimin. Inna Allah la yahdi al-qawm al-zalimin. Allah does not guide the zalimin. So Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam started the decision with this word, لَقَدْ ظَلَمَكَ بِصْوَالِ نَعْجَتِكَ إِلَى نِعَاتِ. Then another thing is mentioned here, because وَظَنَّ دَاوُودُ أَنَّمَا فَتَنَّاهُ فَاسْتَغْفَرَ رَبَّهُ وَخَرَّ رَاكِعًا وَأَنَابَ. And so Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, he felt something from his own life that he did a mistake and he was tested here. فَاسْتَغْفَرَ رَبَّهُ. So Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam sought forgiveness from his Lord. وَخَرَّ رَاكِعًا وَأَنَابَ. So what happened? Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam performed ruku and bowed down, and wa'anab, and Hazrat Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam seek forgiveness from Allah Rabbul Alameen. So basically, this is the example from the life of Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam in these verses. But now, as a Muslim, we must look when we are working in a shared business, when we are working in a joint business, when we are living in a joint family, whether we are practicing on the practice of iman, practice of adl, practice of amal salih, or we are adopting the way of zulm, unjust. So I pray to Allah Rabbul Alameen to enlist us among the people of iman, people of amal salih, and people of just, and people of adl. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.